the first objective was to determine the relationship, like whether the relationship represents a function and find the value of a function. So how we see if a graph is a graph of a function, there's a nice trick to it, and it just requires drawing. So I kind of wanted to share this. The definition of a function is for every x value, you have a very well-defined f of x or y value. Like if I plug in 2, I need to clearly have a 5 out or a 0.5. I have to have a specific, just one number, very well defined. So how do we see this from the graph of a function? Is like this. Yeah, so we call it the vertical line test. So let's say the graph looks like this. And so the idea is, I don't know what's the equation of this function, but if for every vertical line, I only cross the graph at one point, then it is a function. Because it means that for every fixed value of x here, I only have one corresponding y value. So you say, like, when will this not be the case? So I'll draw a graph that is not the graph of a function. For example, this is not the graph of a function. Why? Because when I put this vertical line through, I have all these values here. It crosses the graph of the whatever it is, but it's not a function, 3 times. So what does that mean exactly? It means that for this value, I don't know how to change colors anymore. For this value of x that is fixed, I could have this y value, I could have this y value, and I could have this y value. So it's not defined, not well defined. I should only have one y for any given x. So this is what we call the vertical line test. It means that for every vertical line, we only cross the graph once. If that is the case, then it is the graph of a function. If I cross it more than one point, like this one here, this is not a function. It's a graph of something else, but it's not a function of x. Is that clear? Did everybody get that? So it's okay though. You say like, what about like those functions where you have gaps, right? You have like something here and then another guy here. So this is okay. That just means these values of x are not in your domain. That's okay. But for every place where I have something, the vertical line only crosses one. So then it's still one time. So then it's still a function. Okay, I don't know. Like the main thing here is to be able to visualize that the vertical line. The main thing here is to be able to visualize that when I put a vertical line, it means that I'm fixing the value of x and trying to find the corresponding y value. Like when I do this, it means that for this value of x, I'm trying to find the y value. So it's here. So when I only have one answer, that means it is a function. If suddenly my graph looks like this, then I have these two values. Then I don't know which one it is. So then in this case, it's not a function anymore. Yeah.